Good day! This is Teacher Rowan. I'll be your guide in exploring Google Apps for education, for teaching and learning. In Google for Education, teachers can connect and collaborate easily while staying on task. It gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn essential skills such as 21st century problem solving, which they can use it in their future careers. As such, the accessibility features will also help and assist every learner to do their best work. Google offers different useful applications that we can use to connect education to technology. This will help our teachers as a 21st century educators to innovate and find ways on how to make teaching and learning more exciting, engaging, effective, and flexible to the demands of the society. Let's re-explore the education experience by discovering new angles to create, collaborate, and communicate as one. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Ang pagkatuto, huwag gawing komplikado. Sulong edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del P. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na Pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Hello po, Ma'am Eileen. Nakamute po.
Alright. Okay na po tayo? Okay, so once again, good afternoon, my pair of learners, and welcome to your ETUlay online tutorial for personal development. And we are already in the quarter 4, week 5 of our lesson. And for today, we will be talking about the factors that influence career planning and decision making. Hello, kamusta kayong lahat? Kaya naman ngayon, ay naigayak pa ang kanyang ang kanyang ang kanyang suit for this afternoon, because I'm very much excited because we will be talking about another topic and we are already we are going to the new chapter for this quarter of personal development. And once again, ako muli si Tutor A na makakasama nyo every Thursday, every 4:40 p.m. to 5:20 p.m. sa personal development. At laging tandaan, tuwing Webes, ikaw ang best. At huwag ding kalimutan na subaybayan ang lahat ng mga episodes natin for personal development only on DepEd TV every Wednesday at 5:35 to 6 p.m. Makakasama nyo dyan si Ma'am A, alright, and of course si Sir Match once again on DepEd TV Personal Development. So with that, my pair of learners, gusto ko munang batiin ang lahat ng mga kasama natin afternoon. Isang pagbate mula kay Sir Jester Pagkaliwagan watching from Albay, Bicol. Nako, nakarating na si Tutor Jester sa Albay. And actually, you know what, may Bird of Learners, nawalan kami ng kuryente, but praise the Lord, biglang bumalik. At ngayon ay magkakasama tayo for another session na naman ng ating online tutorial. And as we start, let us have first a review about the previous topic that we talked about last week. And it was about the family genogram and a plan on how to make the family members firmer and gentler with each other. At sa pagkakaalala ko, Tutor A gave you an assignment about this what we call family goal. At ano ba ang goal natin bilang magkakapamilya? And that is to develop, okay, and to make every single member of our family firmer and gentler with one another. And the question is, who among you, my Bird of Learners, completed or did assignment for last week, right? So we used this very simple table, comprehensive table, on how you could make or write a plan to achieve this what we call family goal. Wherein we have to spend quality time, right? Communicate love with one another and support the dreams of each member of the family for us to bind together each member of our family. And I am hoping na ano man yung plan na na-create ninyo at nasulat ninyo will be achieved, right? For you to have a more bonded family, right? At naniniwala ako that if we will treasure or if we will put importance with our family, lahat ng bagay ay magiging imposible para sa atin. Most especially this afternoon wherein we will be talking about the career path that you will pursue as soon-to-be college students. Are you excited? Excited na rin ako. But then with that, let us have first a pre-assessment about your knowledge, all right, with the topic that we will discuss this afternoon. So it's just very simple. You would just select the answer of the letter of your answer for the following questions. And let's begin with the first item, all right? So for the first item altogether, pwede ba sama-sama natin itong basahin? So which of the following describes a characteristic of a certain individual that makes him or her unique? So what do you think is the answer? Is it A, career concept, B, personality, C, values, D, self-concept? If you know the answer, just simply type the letter, okay, on our comment box, and teacher A or tutor A will tell you what is the correct answer. Isang pagbati din mula kay Zerk Malbog. Hi po, Tutor A. Hello, Zerk. Good afternoon. So if your answer is letter B, therefore your answer or your so if your answer is letter B, yeah, you are correct. So it is personality. So let's move to the second item. What influences a person in planning his or her career? So is it the interest, the personality trait, knowledge and skills, or all of the above? What do you think is the answer? Nako, sumagot si Blas at inihabol natin for item number 1. It's B, you are correct. Samantha, you are correct. What about in item number 2? What is your answer, my Bird of Learners? So if your answer is D, all of the above, you are correct. So all of those stated options, such as the interest, personality trait, knowledge, and skills, will really influence you as you plan your career in the future. And for the last item, it is a personal characteristic that comes from intrinsic motivation. Is it A, self-determination, B, self-concept, C, self-monitoring, and D, self-achievement? What is your answer, my Bird of Learners? Very good, Samantha. So if your answer is letter A, self-determination, you are correct. Very good, my Bird of Learners. And there you go. I hope that as we answered we have just answered these 3 items posted on your screen. Somehow, you will be familiarized with the topic that we will be talking about. And at the same time, ma-assess natin yung prior knowledge nyo about dito. So ano pang inaantay natin, my Bird of Learners? For this afternoon, let's establish the learning target that we will meet. And this is the first one. Identify the different factors influence your career planning and decision making. And the second one, write an action plan on how to overcome the challenges on career planning and decision making. And then the last one is to value the importance of career development. So now the question, my Bird of Learners, are you ready? So if you're already, do not forget to bring with you first your module. And we would like to thank Calabarzon for allowing us to use the module that for this afternoon session. And of course, do not forget to bring with you your pen and paper. Flex it out, girls, your beautiful smile with a hint of your favorite lip tint. And of course, boys, flex out your cool hairstyle with your nice hair wax. And last but not the least, do not forget to bring with you your heart, because educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. My Bird of Learners, let's talk about the factors influence career planning and decision making. All right. So previously, for the 4 weeks that we joined together in our online tutorial program through DepEd ETUlay, we talked about relationships with family, friends, and other people, wherein these relationships are parts of our personality development that gives us clear vision of our goal and aspiration in life. So since you already know your roles in building and maintaining social, personal, and family relationships, we will now explore your interest, career choice, and factors that affect your decision making in achieving your dreams. So this chapter will give you a better understanding of yourself based on external and internal factors that may contribute to your future career. And this chapter will also give you a careful analysis of chances and opportunities based on your knowledge, interests, abilities, talents, and skills. So, my Bird of Learners, technically, as we started with our K-12 basic education program, this curriculum aims to prepare you, right, in pursuing the 3 possible paths you might take on after graduation. And what are those 3 possible paths that I am referring to? Entrepreneurship, employment, and higher education. Na sa Tagalog ay tinatawag nating negosyo, trabaho, or kolehiyo. So that is true. Our aim in K-12 basic education program is that after you graduate or completed, right, this curriculum, you are prepared. You are ready to pursue either negosyo, gusto tayo ng negosyo, na maaaring gusto mong magtayo ng isang bakery, okay? Or kaya naman ay isang tindahan o mini grocery, right? Pwede rin naman ikaw nang magtrabaho dahil sa K-12, inihanda rin tayo sa pamamagitan ng iba't ibang mga skills, right? And competencies that we can use as our edge to be
ating tuklasin, obra! Lagi mong gamitin ang iyong isip at kilos loob.
May kulang ba sa akin?
Magbasa, magsulat, makinig at maghayag.
Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS Edtech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Alright, so isang mapagpalang hapon sa ating lahat, sa ating mga minamahal na mag-aaral, sa ating mga minamahal na mga magulang, nakatuwang natin sa pagkatuto at syempre pa sa ating mga kaguruan, lalo-lalo na sa ating mga teachers sa senior high school. Ali, ako si Sir Mark or Tutor Madge para sa hapon na ito. Ang hahalili muna para kay Tutor A na kung saan naka-experience nga ng technical problem at nagkaroon ng nawalan daw po ng kuryente sa kanilang lugar. So nangyayari talaga yun no, sa ating mga kay Ma'am A, ingat ka lagi at sa ating mga learners, senior high school learners, stay tuned at dahil umpisa na natin ang ating session para sa personal development. So mag-skip tayo dahil kayo ay nasa nasa slide 18 na daw po. And then ready na tayo. And I hope na kayo ay ready na. Ang inyong pag-uusapan ngayong week 5 ay factors that influence career planning and decision making. Naku, saktong-sakto ngayong hapon ano. At talagang lalo na sa ating mga senior high school dahil nalalapit na ang ating inaabangan. Ano ba yung inaabangan natin? Sige nga, sa ating mga online participants, ano ba ang isa sa inaabangan natin or isa sa kumbaga milestone natin kapag tayo ay nag-aaral? Tinuturing nating milestone ito. Siguro ako, masishare ko lang, syempre pa ang graduation rites. So, ang ating pagtatapos sa ating pag-aaral. So, pagkatapos ng ating ilang taon no, na pag-aaral sa senior high school, so 2 taon, pero syempre nag-junior high school tayo, nag-grade school tayo, ayun, ang sarap sa pakiramdam no, na mapagtatagumpayan natin ang school year na ito. At ito ay dahil na rin sa iyong pagsisikap at pagpupursige na makatapos. So dahil dyan, anong next step? So sabi ni Tutor Madge ay pagtatapos, pero alam niyo ba na hindi natatapos sa graduation rites ang pagkatuto o ang learning. Kaya nga dapat tayo ay lifelong learner. Ibig sabihin ay talagang forever ang pag-aaral. Ayan na, sinabi na ni Tutor Madge, hindi ibig sabihin na nakakuha na tayo ng diploma, ay tapos na rin ang ating pag-aaral. So dapat kahit tayo nagtatrabaho ay continuous improvement pa rin, continuous pa rin ang ating pagkatuto. Ayan, sabi ni Jason Valladores, ang pagkatuto rin po. Alright, so ayan, Ma'am Ayo, kapit lang at talagang itutulay natin ang araw na ito. So ano ba yung mga factors na nakaka-influence sa ating career planning and decision making? Sige, umpisa natin. Again, this chapter will give you a better understanding of yourself based on the external and internal factors na nagko-contribute sa atin sa pagde-decide ano ba ang kukunin ko. 'Di ba sa senior high school, alam natin na meron kayong iba't ibang options once na matapos ninyo itong stage na ito. Whether kayo ay for employment, for enhancement pa ng inyong skills, pwede kayong mag-work, or pwede kayong maging entrepreneur, or pwede kayong magtuloy sa kolehiyo or mag-college. Alright, so alam natin na maraming may mga choices na ibinibigay sa atin at na kung saan we really need to have careful analysis of the chances and opportunities based on our assessment. Kaya isa sa skill natin as a human being, as a person, for our personal development is our own self-assessment. Our, kumbaga, gaano natin kakilala ang ating sarili. Kaya nga, di ba, yan yung unang-unang lesson natin sa personal development, ang know thyself. Right? So ano ba yung mga knowledge, interest, abilities, talent, and skills na meron tayo na sa tingin natin will contribute para sa ating future career. Alright, so again, ayan daw, na-mention na ni Tutor Madge, yung inyong 3 possible path after graduation. So entrepreneurship, employment, and higher education. Alright, so ano na bang napag-desisyonan mo? Again, you can consult your parents, no, or your teachers, pwede mo ask ang kanilang suggestion, but at the end of the day, di ba, ikaw pa rin na magde-decide. So, ano ba ang career development? Sige, hayaan yung basahin ko ang definition natin ng career development. It is the process of self-knowledge, exploration, and decision-making that shapes your career. It requires successfully navigating your occupational options to choose and train for jobs that suit your personality, skills, and interests. Ayan. So again, it is a process. Ito ay proseso na magbibigay sa iyo ng liwanag, no? Kumbaga, it will decipher kung ano man ang kailangan mong malaman. It could be a blueprint din, no? Na talagang to know, no? Ano ba yung mga pwede mong options, ano yung dapat mong gawin, ano yung mga dapat mong tutukan, no? So just like our development sa ating personal development, career development naman is our career, yung tatahakin natin. So it is a process. It takes time. At talagang kailangan upuan at kailangan nating pagnilay-nilayan. So let's begin with the self-assessment to start a career decision-making. Ayan, parang may checklist si Tutor Aid. Ayan. Unang-una dyan ay interest. Ano ba interest mo? Ano ba yung areas na kung saan na nag-e-enjoy ka? Meron ako nabasang libro na alamin mo kung ano yung bagay na kahit hindi ka bayaran ay mag-e-enjoy kang gawin. Siyempre, iba pa rin na meron tayong reward or meron tayong monetary na matatanggap. Kasi siyempre yun yung sa ating magsusupply or magsusupport rather ng ating pang-araw-araw. But again, dapat it is something that you are enjoying or loving or you're loving to do or yung talagang nararamdaman mo na it is something na very passionate ka, very interested eh. Talagang yung gusto mo, no? And personal interest should be inclined to a career so that it will result to satisfying career decision making. Ayan, so unang-una nga tandaan, interest. Sunod naman ay skills. Skills are your talents and abilities that can be learned. So again, ang skills ay natututuhan at matututuhan mo kung ikaw ay nagtitrain araw-araw. So these developing skills are gained despite the difficulties if someone has an interest to learn. Basta willing kang matuto, ay kaya yan. At matututuhan mo yan. Alright? So, ang skills ay natututuhan. Pangatlo, values. Ano ba ang values mo? So, values are stable life goals that people have. It is an individual belief that are honed or nahasa mula nung ikaw ay pagkabata hanggang sa iyong paglaki. So, your priorities, decisions, behaviors, actions reflect the values that you have acquired since you were child until old age. So, I can reflect on this na kung sa resonate with this. For example, I want a company or maging bahagi ako ng isang trabaho na kung saan ay may integridad yung kumpanya. At isa sa mga values ng company is integrity and trustworthy. Kumbaga. So may mga ganun, no? May mga companies, of course, na meron din silang tinatawag na core values. So alamin mo yon at alamin mo rin kung ano yung sa career na yon ay ano ba yung sa tingin mo yung values mo na kung saan mai-share mo rin sa ibang tao. Alright? So even in the career planning ay malalaman mo ano ba yung values mo? Values mo ba na magtumulong sa kapwa? Values mo ba na mag-communicate ng mga kumbaga mag-present sa mga tao, magbigay ng support sa mga tao? Values mo ba ay kumilos, gumawa, talagang hard work talaga, kumbaga literal, no? Talagang nagbubuhat, kumbaga yun, it depends, no? Na tumulong or mag-supply ng ganito or ikaw yung magpo-produce or mag-create. So yun. So know your values. Ikaw din, meron kang of course na pininiwala ang values mo rin. So dapat ikaw ay may principles and values din. Pang-apat, your personality. Ayan, importante yan, no? Personality is blended characteristics that are evidently displayed and are important in expressing and communicating. These are your feelings, thoughts, and behavioral patterns a person has. So, understanding one's personality can help to predict another person's actions and feelings towards a situation. So, siguro, isa rin sa na-discover ko as I grow up nung aking teenage years na talagang isa sa personality ko is being outspoken and being able to communicate and even present a topic. So, naalala ko nung high school ay nagpe-present na ako at excited ako lagi na mag-report. So, kung yun ang isa sa mga naging na-check mo sa iyong personality na kaya mong salita sa harapan, although lahat naman tayo kinakabahan, pero alam mo yun, iba yung feeling mo kapag ikaw ay nag-share at iba ang feeling mo kapag kumbaga, na i-deliver mo ng maayos yung isang session or isang topic. So, kilala mo yung ikaw ang mas nakakakilala sa sarili mo, your personality. So, that is why it is a must, no, na talagang dapat magbe-blend siya dun sa career din na pipiliin mo. So, syempre, kung kumbaga mas fit, no? Kung ikaw ay talagang kaya mong humarap sa camera, mag-present, o malay mo, ikaw pala ay pwedeng maging mass communication na student. Pwede kang, kung ano ka pang magbasa, mag-aral, nag-memorize, why not taking up law or political science? Kung ito ay based lang sa akin mga personal ko lang na view. So why not, kung ikaw ay talaga ay mahilig din mag-aral at mag-share, ayun, magturo, maging educator. And marami pang iba. So marami kang ma-discover din sa iyong personality na minsan hindi rin siya nagiging evident at this sa age ninyo. Minsan yung iba nagle-late, may tinatawag na late bloomer na tinatawag na kaya ko pala, or ito pala ay pwede ko, it's a gift, no? Na kaya ko palang gawin. So, yeah. So that is why you try to know, no? At mag-reflect, self-introspection na ito ba ang aking personality? Ito ba ang kaya ko itong gawin na career? Yan. So, here are traits to develop in one's career to achieve his or her life goal. Now, ito daw ang mga importante mga traits. Unang-una is self-concept. Just like yung na-mention kanina, knowing yourself. So, what is your individual's perception on your different roles, behavior, and opportunities? Self-determination. Ito yung iyong kailangan mo mag-decide to act based on intrinsic motivation. So it comes from your inner self. So importante ito, no, na kailangan kayong mga bata sa senior high school, you know, no, how to motivate yourself intrinsically. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo kailangan ng validation ng ibang tao. Hindi mo kailangan na although masarap makarinig na nare-recognize ka, masarap makarinig ng praises and rewards and tap kahit sa shoulder ng kakilala or yung someone na special sa'yo. But at the end of the day, dapat alam mo sa sarili mo rin na hindi mo kailangan ng validation ng ibang tao. Alright? So, importante na alam mo sa sarili mo na magaling ka at alam mo na ginagawa mo lagi ang best mo. Alright. So, talagang intrinsic motivation is another, no, na importante na talagang ma-develop nyo rin at as you grow old, as you progress, ay matutuhan mo na mahalin ang iyong sarili. Okay? Now, letter C, proactive personality. It's when the people have the capacity to take actions without being told. Ayan, yun yung proactive. Alam natin sa Tagalog yan. Ano sa Tagalog yan, being proactive? May kusang palo. Yan, sabi nila. Alright, sige. Alright, sige. Ibig sabihin, may kusang palo. Ibig sabihin, kaya mo. Kumbaga, hindi mo kailangan sasabihin pa iba. May initiative ka. And use thoughtful analysis to solve problems. They are able to see potential cause of problems and are able to understand and decide to change the situation. So talagang being proactive ay isa rin sa nakikita, lalo na sa workplace. If you are proactive at hindi ka reactive, kumbaga kung ano, nagalit ka kagad o bigla ka na lang magre-react o bigla hindi mo, kumbaga instead of taking actions, instead of pointing fingers or instead of blaming, ayan, isa yan ako, wag niyong gagawin yan sa trabaho. Alright? Or sa anumang decision na gagawin ninyo. You need to be proactive. Again, being proactive is doing without being told and being thoughtful analysis of a problem. Being proactive means you are taking responsibility of your decision, taking responsibility of the things that is happening. Being proactive is going the extra mile, doing the extra mile, or making the extra mile na kung saan hindi natin kailangang ipagyabang, hindi natin kailangang i-show off, but it's doing your best kahit anong mangyari. Again, so you need to be proactive and you need that. So here are factors that influence career planning and decision making. Una, yan, na-mention na kanina, parental autonomy, na parang pwede yung tanong sa mga magulang ninyo. Pwede yung seek ang kanilang advice. But again, parental monitoring is associated to parental protection. Siyempre, alam nila na gusto lang nila protektahan tayo ng ating mga magulang, ng mga mahal natin, no? On what course their child should take in college. Lalo na kung ang nakipansin mo, ang mga lolo't lola ninyo, doktor, nanay at tatay mo, doktor, tito-tita mo, doktor, ano sa tingin mo yung course na ipapakuha nila sa'yo? Alright, so on what course should take in college because of the promising career waiting ahead? Na-imagine nyo ba yung mga bata? O, di ba? Saya no? Pero, again, if you choose, no? Or if you choose to a different path, no? Kasi nga, na-mention nga ni Tutor Madge, lolo't lola mo, doktor, tanay at tatay mo, doktor, tito-tita mo, puro doktor. Ayan. And again, meron nga tayo, isa sa factor nga ay parental autonomy. And syempre, ikaw pa rin ang magde-decide. So, pwede mo makinig, pwede mo pakinggan ang kanilang side. Syempre, ang gusto nila ay yung ikabubuti mo at pero pwede mong i-share, pwede mong bigay na ikaw ay nasa ganitong age na and you believe, no, na ito ang aking track or ito ang aking path na pipiliin. Kasi, so syempre dapat bigyan mo ng, kumbaga, justify mo, bigyan mo ako ng proof. Bakit yan ang gusto mo. And then, malay mo, magbagong isip. No? Malay mo, supportahan ka pa nila. Pangalawa, financial hardships. This is the major problem of every Filipino family in sending their children to school, particularly in college. Parents cannot afford. Alam naman natin to, no? Talagang isa sa problem talaga ay financial na factor talaga because of unstable financial source. So, halimbawa, may kakilala ko ang gusto niya talaga maging doktor. Kaso alam niya naman kung magkano rin ang tuition fees sa pagiging doktor or sa kuha ng medicine. So, ang naging ano niya ay teacher. Kasi yun daw ang mura na tuition fee dun sa kanilang school. Which is, yun yung nagiging reason, no? Talagang mahirap. Pero, again, if it is something na talagang gustong-gusto mong gawin, ay kayang-kaya naman. Kumbaga, sisikapa mo naman. And if talagang yun muna ang kaya, ay sabi nga natin sa Filipino, no, ang kumot, no? May kasabihan tayo, ay mamaluktot. Kalimutan ko na ulit yan. Hanggat sige po sa ating mga online learners, pwede mong i-type kung naalala mo yung kasabihan na yun na kahit maiksi ang kumot, matutong mamaluktot. Parang ganun. So talagang importante na you consider din. No? Ito yung factor pero mapagtatagumpayan naman natin to. Halimbawa ako, share ko lang sa inyo no, na ako ay working student at ako ay nagtrabaho sa school as student assistant. So ang nangyari, wala akong tuition fee. So meron pa akong allowance. So kung meron ka talagang isang bagay na gustong-gustong gawin, lahat yan magagawa mo. Basta, yun nga, pagsisikapan mo talaga. So lahat naman may pariparaan. Pero ito nga, factor talaga yung financial. Pangatlo, change in family roles. Sometimes there are students who cannot continue education because they need to take over their parents' obligation to their family. At times, if they value education, only one student can be sent to school. Yun, di ba sa mga, lalo na sa mga narinig natin sa mga telenovela, mga kwento, mga nanay at tatay natin na si panganay muna mag-aaral, tapos si panganay na ang bahala magpaaral sa mga kapatid niya. Ito lang muna ang, hindi ka muna, kumbaga, makakapag-aral ngayon, susuportahan mo muna yung mga kapatid mo, si bunso muna, si kuya ganito. So may mga ganon, no, na talagang isa sa factors yan na talagang makakapagbago kung ano man yung career planning decision making mo. And syempre bilang anak, kailangan nating sumunod sa ating mga magulang. At talagang masakit no na hindi mo magawa yung gusto mong or gawin yung gusto mong gawin dahil nga uunahin mo muna ang iyong pamilya. And yun no, ganun talaga. Kaya talaga pagsikapan natin na yumaman, yun talaga sinabi ni Tutor Mudge, no? Yumaman tayong lahat, yumaman lahat at makuha mo yung mga gusto mong makuha at maabot mo yung gusto mong abutin para makatulong ka at hindi na maulit para sa susunod mong pamilya ang napagdaanan mong hirap. Okay? So mahirap talaga maging mahirap kaya dapat pagsikapan mong yumaman. Yumaman para makatulong ka sa iba at maiahon mo ang buhay ng iyong pamilya. Hindi masamang mangarap, no? So, pang-apat, or number 4, school location. So, isa rin to, no? Kapag malayo ang school or sa iyong college na pinag-aaralan ay, syempre, isang factor yan. Ay, wala. Halimbawa, ganitong sa inyong lugar ay talagang agriculture ang normal kasi puro sakahan ang meron tayo sa ating lugar, ayun ang ating course na makukuha. Pero dahil gusto mo ng engineering or ibang course mo ay kailangan mong pumunta ng Maynila or pumunta sa ganitong lugar, kasi yun yung course na available. So, isa yan sa factors, no? Talaga, na makaka-influence sa'yo. Gusto mo ba na malayo sa pamilya mo? Kaya mo bang mag-boarding house? Ayan. So, isa sa, natin, ang location. Pang-5, academic performance. So, syempre, dati, no, kahit nung nag-aaral ako, sa course na ito, hindi po pwede ang may line of 80, ganyan. Or hindi po pwede ang may line of 7 sa math, science, ganyan. So dapat alam na natin no, na may mga ganong ibang schools na meron talagang academic requirements or performance na kailangan. Or yung average mo, general weight average mo or GWA para sa pagka-graduate mo ay isa sa tinitingnan nila kasi it will measure then kung how you think critically, analytically, paano ka nag-aaral. Pero syempre, hindi naman dapat na totally yun yung magiging basis na masasabi natin na mahusay ka o magaling ka. Tatandaan yung mga bata na ang nakasulat sa card ay numbers. Again, pwede mong mabago yan. It's a choice and you need to take action. So, but still, alam natin na tinitingnan nga sa ating mga credentials. Isa sa mga credentials natin ay yung ating card. Kaya talagang dapat pagbutihan talaga natin ating pag-aaral. Pang-anim, employment rate. So, syempre, kung ano yung demand on manpower, ano yung available sa market, call center, ano yung health worker, teachers, ayan. So, yun yung ano natin, engineers, and sa tingin mo ay will offer a good or competitive salary at compensation. So, isa yan sa mga factors na narinig mo. Ay, sabi nila yung mga nurse daw, ganito ang sweldo. Ganito daw ang sweldo ng engineer. Ganito daw ang sweldo ng, may mga bago na, social media manager. At may mga programmer na at game developer. Ang dami ng mga bago ngayon na related sa IT. Kasi sobrang ngayon nga ay Internet of Things na at ang we are now all connected. So talagang program na lahat or kinocode na halos lahat. So importante na alam natin yan. And herd mentality. Kung ano yung ito yung karamihan natin. No? Fear of missing out. FOMO. Yun na, tatandaan nyo ulit. Ano ulit yun? FOMO. Fear of missing out. Yun yung, kung ano yung kinuha ng isa, kukunin nyo na rin. O, barkada tayo. Ito na kukunin natin course ha. Okay. Nakaka-relate ako doon kasi yung course ko ng college ay decision ng magbabarkada. Yes. Herd mentality. Kung ano pipili namin kasi yun ano. Tapos, anong nangyari? Sa huli, ako lang ang gumraduate. Tapos sila, nag-change na ng course nung second sem na kami. Ang saya, di ba? Kaya, mas maganda pa rin. Isa yan sa factors, no? Na nakaka-affect talaga ng iyong decision making and planning. Herd mentality. Number 8, self-sabotage. Defined as losing self-confidence and self-esteem. Self-sabotage is a negative self-talk. Ayan. So, wag natin gawin. Wag natin mag-negative self-talk. Alam natin na ito ay hindi maganda. Sabi mo naman, hindi ko to kaya, mahina ako, bobo ako, hindi ko to, math yan, engineering, pag siya engineering, math yan, ako, bobo ako, hindi ko kaya, hindi ko na matututuan yan. Again, basta may willingness ka at talagang passionate ka or talagang alam mong lahat naman matututuhan at napag-aaralan. Kahit ako nung elementary, hindi rin ako ganun kagaling sa math or kahusay sa math. Pero nung minsan talaga sa teacher din, ano, nag-enjoy ako sa math kapag magaling yung teacher. And kaya nung college ay engineering yung isa kong kinuha. At ikinuha ko na course na kung saan, kaya naman pala ang math. So, ibig sabihin, kaya basta pag-aaralan. Ayan, so meron tayong assessment. May tutor A. Sagutin na natin. Medyo, ito natin, Understanding career planning. Ayan. Requires many things to be considered. So, ito yung mga challenges. Ano yung example niya? Financial hardship. Ano yung personal traits or needs na values mo? Become proactive and personality, self-determination. Ano yung dapat mong actions or isa sa action mo? Find resources to support financial needs. So yun nga yung na-mention ni Tutor Badge ay nag-working student or naghanap ng trabaho para masuportahan ang aking pag-aaral. Or maging scholar, mag-apply ng scholarship. Alright? At marami pa tayong mga challenges, low self-esteem, herd mentality, parents, autonomy, lack of skills, and low academic performance. So, assess yourself and ano yung dapat mong personal traits or values na kailangan at ano yung pwede mong actions na gawin. Ayan, so sabi ni Tutor A, know that delay today does not mean no forever. It happens that delay magically unfolds its beauty to those who patiently wait and firmly believe. Ayan, so maniwala ka. Unang-unang maniniwala dapat ay maniwala ka sa sarili mo. Alright? So maniwala, ang unang dapat maniniwala sa sarili mo ay ikaw. Maniwala ka sa kakayahan mo, maniwala ka sa sarili mo, at maniwala ka na kaya mo. Yan ang ating hashtag A shoutout. Again, so ayan. So natapos na tayo sa ating personal development session for our Q4, Week 5. At maaari ninyong i-message or i-email si Miss Tutor Eileen Maglanke at DepEd.gov.ph. Pwede rin sa kanyang Facebook at Instagram account. Feel okay with Tutor A every Thursday. So thank you so much. And for your comments, email us or you may email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. Ang next natin ay si Tutor Ana for Introduction to World Religions and Belief System. Stay strong and healthy sa ating mga senior high school learners and abutin natin ating mga pangarap. Sama-sama nating abutin ang ating mga pangarap. All for His glory. God bless everyone. Ingat.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa mathematics. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!